Hello, good evening, and welcome to Garblag Games, Garblag International, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Path of the Pilgrim. I'm Ben. I'm going to be the Gamemaster for this evening, and with me are most of my players. I'm 2 people down today, sadly, who may be joining us later in the game. But I've got Aldun, who is playing...
Oh, Astral, man.
Who is a...
Druid. Dude.
I also have Sofino, who is...
playing Facilities, who is a sorcerer.
Nye.
I'm playing Lucas Sandroner, and I'm a fighter.
And Jim.
I'm playing Greg Sandspeaker, and I am a cleric and religious zealot for the Great Azh'Kars.
Okay, now the setting we're using is Great Azh'Kars Desert, which is a homebrewed setting of my own making. And you can see there on the screen the initial map of the whole desert. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom us in a little bit further because we're going to the Tribe Lands, which is this area of the map up in the top corner. And the Tribe Lands is where our characters will be starting out. From the Tribe Lands, we're going to zoom in just a little bit further because you can see they're over here by this nice little oasis. This is actually the town of Great Oasis, which is where we are beginning our adventure tonight.
Excellent.
So here we go.
Yeah,
Great
okay.
Oasis should be right there on your screen. And there's your little character tokens down in the bottom corner over here. And everybody should be able to move their own token. Fingers crossed.
I can't remember which one I am. Not that one. Not that one.
It'll be that one that isn't mobile.
Not that one. Oh, I can't move any of them.
You can't move any of them.
Can't move any of them.
I must have failed to link them to anybody. Good skills on my part there. So
Mistakes happen.
It's all fine.
while I link those
It's all
to
part
the
of the show.
characters, let's tell everybody a little bit about what's going on. So Great Azh'Kars Desert was once a paradise, built to be so by the great Mashak, who summoned and bound into his service thousands of Murid, which are the aquatic genie type. And those Murid were somewhat less than impressed by this bondage. But during the process of trying to deal with it, they unfortunately ended up having, good Lord, that's a long character name, having the Mashak killed, leading to an unfortunate situation where they can't break out of their bondage because there are no royal family members left who can let them out. There's Lucas Sandrunner. Right there. And then the last one. Oh, crikey. What's your character called again, Simon? Greg.
Jim, yeah, Greg.
Jim. Sorry, Jim.
That's right.
Off to a great start there. Greg Sandspeaker. There we go. So you should have access to the little hammer dude.
Yep.
So those
Yeah.
characters there. So we got 4 characters in a row there. That's you guys. Okay. Right. So the town of Great Oasis is probably one of the safest places in the Azh'Kars Desert. It's in the far northeastern corner, so it's very far away from the horrors of the south, the wars that are down that way, the terror of the dragon wealth to the east. But even there, there have recently been raiders coming in, stealing crops from the fields at the base of the plateau where the town is raised. So we've got a little plateau here on which the town is set. And now they do their farming around the outside edges of the oasis itself, which is one of the largest known in the desert. And they've recently been suffering from a spate of thefts. So for whatever reason, you've recently settled or have been a lifelong dweller in Great Oasis. And, you know, people are starting to get concerned because food is running out. And on top of that, there's a well-liked trader by the name of Massima who is overdue. He normally arrives every month with fresh supplies and new trade goods and news from outside, which is probably his most valuable commodity. And Massima is 2 weeks overdue, so 6 weeks since his last visit, which is very unlike him. So you're beginning in this town, and if there's anything you want to do or poke around with or have a chat with, you're welcome to do that. But you have all been invited to take tea with Ancient Casimir. Ancient Casimir is a Murid, an old and powerful Murid who lives in the shrine just here. He is bound to Great Oasis. So he's like the sort of genius loci, the spirit of the oasis. It's why there's water there in the desert, because these Murid are obviously water genies. Genie? Genie.
Genii.
It varies.
There are many different versions of the word genie, but
Gin.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gin.
Yeah.
So
And tonic.
When in doubt, gin. Yes, absolutely.
so you are invited to tea with Ancient Casimir this afternoon.
Whoa, dude.
Mm.
I better brush up my raccoon, man.
Yeah. Astral, do you remember what I told you that time we were in the desert and I
Looking at
introduced
the
you?
stars, man. Yeah.
Was that what I told you?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I couldn't remember either. I just remember it being really profoundly important. And
It was. It will always be there, man. Just let it flow. Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe the fact that we can't remember is indicative of how
Important it is. It's
Yeah.
just too cosmic for our mortal minds, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up for some tea.
Okay.
That kind
Let's
of
go tea. Yep.
transcendental conversation is something you're becoming a little bit used to with Astral and Facile. They have these conversations that seem to be half of a conversation.
That's
Like maybe they
because the
spoke about
rest
it
of
some time ago.
Yeah. Like the rest of the conversation is on another plane, man.
You always confuse me, Astro. But I like you.
Okay. I like you too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay!
You're just so wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Root
get out
likes
much.
you too, don't you, Root? Yeah. Look,
Oh, I kneel down and pet him.
that's his friendly face.
It's hard to tell sometimes. He's a little bit passive in his expressions.
Give it time.
Okay, I trust you.
I'm just worried about what you add to your tea.
Fortunately, they're not serving. So you're going to go for tea then?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
wow,
Yes.
yeah,
No
man.
shadow of a doubt.
Okay. So one of the things that's particularly unusual about the Murid Shrines is that they are permanent structures. Now, in the Azh'Kars Desert, one of the sort of guiding tenets of all people is never build. We don't do building. Anything that people live in tends to be tents, however long-standing, but we don't build. So such buildings as there are there have been there for a very long time. So the Murid Shrine is something of an exotic and unusual place. I mean, for a start, it's right next to all this water. There are plants down there that you would never see in the depths of the desert or in the caverns where you might have grown up. So even approaching it is unusual. Now, Ancient Casimir has done his best to put people at their ease. So the inside of his stone shrine is laced with fabric hanging from the roof to make it feel like a tent on the inside. But sound echoes strangely inside. It doesn't sound like it would in a tent. In a tent, your voice doesn't reflect back at you. But in a building made of stone, these strange bouncing echoes can make you feel disoriented and thrown off. Greg probably less uncomfortable than the others because he's spent a bit of time underground in the dwarf holds, but the rest of you are probably a little bit freaked out by the sound. Ancient Casimir is a hugely overweight seeming Murid because obviously his body is made mostly of water, so he's chosen to manifest in the form of this incredibly large figure with a huge bulk. For decoration, he has 2 small goldfish swimming around inside his torso, which he considers to be very fashionable.
Nice touch.
And he's wearing robes that cover half of his torso and around his waist. Slightly wet looking from the fact that he's made mostly of water. Very ornate robes. And he invites you in with a wave. He says, "Please, my friends, come, sit upon the cushions and we will take tea." And there are a whole range of plush cushions around his pool, scattered around with velvet and brocade and tassels, really luxurious goods.
I kind of like turn to the rest of them and just kind of wait expectantly for them to make an action.
I'm going to plump myself the fluffiest cushion I can find and sit on it.
Good. Now, how do you take your tea? With honey or without?
With double
Excellent.
honey.
What sort of tea are we talking, man?
Yeah, there we go.
Not the kind of tea you might choose for visions, my friend. I fear this tea will simply serve to lubricate the course of our discussions.
Oh, chatty tea. Yay. Honey, please.
Do
you have anything for the raccoon?
He is welcome to take tea also.
Okay.
And there are nuts and candies.
Paws. He will love to
I'm gonna. Tea. I reach over, take a handful of candies for myself.
So yes, there's trays of candy dates and little nut treats and honey sweets.
All of it in my hand.
There's an upside down raccoon in one of them.
He's suddenly not so much Grocket as he is that one from Pocahontas.
Yeah, he's going to blur the lines quite a lot. Yeah. I will pick the least fancy of the cushions, if not the floor.
I'll send them nearest to the food, and I'm just like, no self-respect stuffing my face, just like
absolutely. I mean, he's really not at all surprised. He's quite used to that, and he picks the occasional dainty little food up himself. He does seem to eat them, and they don't appear inside the water of his body. So something's going on with them. And the tea is served in tiny, tiny little fine glass cups, and it's dark as night and sweet as something very sweet. My metaphors ran out for a second.
A sin?
Oh,
I don't know.
Dark as night and sweet as sin. The
Very
night's
tasty.
tea. Brought to you by Nye and Inkarnate.
That's quite sinister.
It's actually, I made that much more sinister than it needed to be.
Now, welcome, my friends, welcome. I have known many of the people of Great Oasis for a very long time. All of them have visited me at one time or another. Some have chosen to make trades, not as many as I would like, but it is what it is. I quite enjoy the way things are, but I do like to speak to new people, and you seem like such fascinating sorts. Tell me about yourself, young man. And he gestures at poor Lucas, who's clearly the most nervous one there.
Go on, Lucas, you'll be fine, man. Don't worry, we got this. We're here if you need us, man.
With that helpful comment. He's gonna like kind of like swallow what he's eating. I'm Lucas Sandrunner, and I'm a farmer. No, I'm not a farmer. I'm a hero. I'm gonna be a hero.
Going
Yes.
to be a hero. Excellent. Excellent.
Yes, just like my
I'm
mother.
sure the bards will sing of your legends. Who was your mother?
Oh, that was Pamela Sandrunner. She was a very good archer, and he like puffs himself up like that. Like he gets very like a little bit of self-confidence comes in.
I've heard the name. I'm sure that she was of great pride to you and your family.
Yep, my aunt and uncle spoke highly of her.
And you, my little friend, with your littler friends.
Hey,
What have you?
what about me, man?
Oh, what is it that you wish?
I would like to thank you on behalf of all of the plants of the Great Oasis. They really love you.
We speak at times. Sometimes I go out into the oasis and I speak with the lilies or the trees. It is beautiful and peaceful.
Yeah, man.
It is rare to find one such as you in the desert.
Well, I try to bring some peace and harmony wherever I can, and to water and nourish the plants as I go.
And yet you're not the only one under a cloud. I sense your colleague here. And he looks directly at Facile. He says, you travel under a cloud of your own, my friend.
I've been known to carry a cloud with me.
Yeah.
Perhaps time will ease it.
I'm just gonna give him a big hug just round the back while he's talking.
Oh yeah, if they're hugging, then I'm gonna like scoot over and like get in.
So Facile is a little bit uncomfortable with human contact, but he's just sort of standing around and smiling.
Yeah, like,
yes, friends are great, aren't they? But then he says to the Murid that, but clouds have great value, right? For rain nourishes the ground, and yeah.
Spoken wisely.
Wow.
And friend Dwarf, you wear the trappings of a priest of the desert.
Yeah,
you speak in his name.
Spread his holy word like the sandstorms of old. Yeah, the word will be spread far and wide.
A true believer. An unusual group of individuals, and not the sorts of people who spend their time sat around in towns, I feel. A group of people who would be better served, perhaps, in the desert, doing great deeds and building great stories.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All that, yes.
But all great stories need a beginning. And perhaps there is a small thing we can do to support one another. It may be that I could set you on the right direction for your path, if in exchange you would be willing to do a small favor for me.
Here it comes.
Whatever, man.
What's the favor?
Well, the nature of the Murid is such that we must deal. Everything must be a deal, a trade. So I can offer you a great many things. I would like to ask you in exchange that you fetch a trinket for me.
Really?
Yes. There is a cave under one of the mesas to the north. You will have seen the mesas. Most people don't go out that far. It's a little outside the safety of town, but a cave there is nonetheless. And inside the cave, there is an amulet. Now, I myself cannot go there, for it is too far from the water's edge. I am bound to this place. And so I need someone to be my legs, my hands, my eyes. Now, a sand runner to be my legs, a priest of the desert to be my eyes, and perhaps a sorcerer and a druid to be my wisdom and cunning on the path would be just the thing. I will not say that it will be an easy task. There are things out there, scorpions in the desert, all manner of creatures. But in exchange, I will put you forward as representatives for the Great Pilgrimage. Now, they say the Great Pilgrimage is a way many heroes find their first footsteps on the path, a chance to travel to the shrine of all gods and curry the favor of the divine themselves. But you will need a sponsor, and I am happy to be just such a one.
What is this amulet that you speak of?
It is a small thing of gold inside an image.
It's nothing to do with the dark ones, is it?
Oh, no. No, in no way. I would not want any of their things around. It sullies the place, makes it dirty.
No evil gods,
No, I wouldn't want any truck with that. No. Any other treasure that you find out there is yours for the taking. I don't know how much there is, or indeed if there is any. All I wish is for you to go out, fetch for me this trinket, and bring it back. It should be a matter of some simplicity. I won't say it would be easy, or I could have one of the village folk take care of it for me.
Okay.
I think we should take this deal. Like a really loud and obvious stage whisper, like in hand does nothing. I think we should take the deal.
It was a trinket that belonged to one who served me long ago, and I wish to have it to remind me of his service and his deeds.
Oh, wow, that's really sweet, man. We should help this guy, everybody.
That's what heroes do.
Really lovely. Yeah?
Just have a question. Oh, no, please. Greg, you first.
Yeah, I hate to sound a little mercenary or anything, but are we getting any money for this?
Well, as I say, you're welcome to take your fill of whatever you may find, but if a little more motivation would help you, I have a bag of... I have no idea how much is in there. It's beads. You know how these things go. There's hematite, there's turquoise, there's bloodstone in there.
Turquoise.
That sounds pretty.
In
Bag
setting,
as well.
as an aside to camera, in setting, the beads are the alternative to currency that we use. So hematite beads are the equivalent in value of 1 copper piece. Turquoise beads are equivalent in value to a silver piece, and bloodstone is equivalent in value to a gold piece. Because I think it would be quite hard to get coins minted in the desert, but there's no shortage of semi-precious stones. So each bead is quite small bead-sized beads.
So the GP equivalent was bloodstone. Was that right?
Bloodstone is gold, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Well, wow.
But if some further inducement would serve to ease this task for you, then yes. Upon your return, I shall exchange this bag of beads for
the amulet,
which is a simple gold chain with a bauble made of amber and within the likeness of a woman.
We dwarves like a nice bargain. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, we get a bag as well.
So just to make sure that we don't bring you back the wrong amulet.
Oh yeah, good point, man.
What's the image inside in case we find another gold chain with a piece of amber?
If you find another gold chain with a piece of amber that has an image of a woman on the inside, I would be most impressed, and I will happily take one or both or however many you may find off your hands and pay you handsomely for the extras.
Challenge accepted.
And you are sure that this amulet has no divine
as far
properties?
as I'm aware, it has no properties other than the sentimental. It is a keepsake, a memory.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Okay. Well, I think he's all right. So I think we should go.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. What do you think, Grocket? Get your face out of the candies, man. You're making me look bad. Sorry, I'm really sorry about him.
If it may be of any further information or aid to you, perhaps it may shed some light on the raids that have been taking place on the melon fields.
What?
Raids on
Ignite.
the melon fields.
No, I just went woobly for a minute there.
Oh,
It's nice glitching.
Yeah.
no, just not moving.
Oh, am I not moving? Oh, okay.
Nah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you can still.
No,
hear me.
that's better.
All
Yeah.
right.
There you go.
Okay.
We're back.
As
we're
lo-
back.
okay,
It's
that's
okay,
fine.
Your face caught up.
I'll
with
make I'll make sure my face doesn't get.
Good try. I'll make sure my face doesn't.
What? And he's gone again. Ah, never mind.
I have a question for the Murid.
What's my friend? How may I help?
Like that, right? And
You're still glitching.
Okay. Sorry.
better.
Well, I'll just.
No, that's
Yeah.
better now.
Oh, dear.
So on our travel through this.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh,
I'm closing stuff to. Just ignore me. It's fine. My face will just be like.
It's the distance between here and Scotland.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what the
that's-
problem is.
The piece of string is getting tangled on
yeah.
gorse and heather.
Oh, the cable taut. Put it tighter. You can-
It's the Doppler shift
yeah.
as Scotland moves
I am now-
away from us.
I
think
think
that's
so.
what it
Oh my god, I'm closing like everything that could possibly be slowing it down, but
That's
only
better.
so much. Oh, okay.
That's all right. We seem to have you back now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Someone-
Safina, carry on.
No, I was just going to say on so Fasil wants to know from the Murid if he knows anything about this this trader was Massima, was that correct? The trader who usually visits each month.
Ah, Massimo,
Hasn't
a wonderful
Massimo,
man.
Right, sorry.
He brings such treasures. He supplies my tea and spices.
Good tea, man.
It's
Oh,
good tea. Are you
so we want to find
concerned?
him. Well, we should help.
No more tea for him.
No, clearly too
Again,
much excitement
so-
for the young
And
man.
he sounds like he
Told
might
you
be in
stuck
need.
something in the tea.
Yeah. Someone's dosed him. It's not cool, guys. You know, Astral, I'm looking at you.
What, man?
Yeah.
It was not me.
Yeah.
It might have been Root, you know.
Yeah, well, Root needs to learn a little bit about consent, okay?
I
Because
feel-
that's
I mean,
Oh dear.
It's all just gone
Please
off.
forgive our minor
dear.
technical difficulties while we.
fine.
Please hold. Your game is important to us.
Yes, I mean, maybe you will find out something more about Massimo. He does tend to come from in
Well,
that sort
yeah.
of direction. He makes his way around the north edge of the desert, comes down towards us past me to get to the village most times. He likes to stop. We have tea. He brings me news. It's wonderful. Yes, I would be most grateful if you would bring back information.
Okay. Yep. Seems easy enough.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong, man? We're on like a quest of righteousness and remembrance.
Well, you have a bit more tea and a few more sweets, and evening starts to come on. So you politely make your way back to the town for the night.
He
Get a
was
meal.
really nice. I liked him.
Tend to have big
Yeah.
communal meals around the fireplace.
just find you have to be careful with the Murid, right?
Yep.
They have they're here because they're bound. I feel like they're not here voluntarily. But I don't know.
Well, never judge a book by its cover.
Not
that's
at
what
all.
my
I mean,
auntie always said.
this is in my blood, my ancestry. I have
Oh, sorry.
no.
They're part.
No.
They're part of the dark times before the great cleansing, aren't they? So always a little bit shadowy in my book.
Oh.
Yeah, people do say you got to be careful when you make a deal with the Murid.
Yeah,
Oh, they
man,
do.
but the
Luckily, we
plants
haven't-
really like him, so
Yeah,
he's
That's
fine.
true.
and he had candy dates. So you know, he has
If
to be
anybody
a
wants any more, there's still quite a lot of them stuck to Grocket, so
Oh,
just
really?
go for it.
I just
So,
like pick a bit.
Might bite you. So
take a
be
bit of
careful.
fluff off, a bit of raccoon
Yeah.
fur.
Yeah, that's lucky. You should keep that.
Oh no, that's good in there. Yeah, I ate mushrooms. Are we gonna set off into the night, or are we gonna have a sleep?
Oh, I think we should have some food, man. Maybe some dancing, maybe some music. It'd be awesome.
It's not unusual for there to be a bit of an impromptu sing and dance thing going on around the fire.
Yeah. I'm super like good at dancing and being. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's
Might
like going
even
bright
be,
red at this point. Like,
girls or boys or
I-
trees or whatever you like. I'm not judging, man. I hang out with a raccoon and like a fungi tree guy.
Not really comfortable with dancing though. Why don't we have a couple of hours meditation and prayer session?
Yeah, we can do that too,
So-
man. That's
I mean,
absolutely fine.
yeah. What teenager doesn't love meditation and prayer?
Yeah. Why don't we all just sit quietly away from all the other people and their terrible noise and just talk about our feelings?
Okay.
There is a shrine on the outskirts of the plateau, just over here, where Greg is, of course, more than welcome to go and spend his time in prayer and contemplation and self-flagellation, whatever makes him feel better about himself.
My aunt said I'm not allowed to do self-flagellation in the house.
You're not in the house, man. Take your
Still.
adventure into your own hands, dude.
Not that literally.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just,
So
I just have like.
the world's your oyster, Luca. You can go and whip yourself silly in a shrine. You can dance because you seem super comfortable with that, or you can talk about your feelings.
Well, what a decision to make.
Tis a very easy decision, Luca. Yeah, you come with Uncle Greg. I'll look after you. You can trust me.
Well, I presumably trust the three of you. I wouldn't be going on an adventure with you otherwise.
Yeah.
You just found me like standing, like still not moving, like just not going on an adventure.
Yeah, okay. All right then.
So meanwhile, I'm imagining like Burning Man is happening down.
It's not quite Burning Man. No, it's more sort of, there's a lot of drums involved. There is certainly a big old drumming circle thing happening. Lots of drumming and ululating shouts. And people are doing some sword dances or spear dances where they're waving stuff around. A couple of the young men do a little bit of fire leaping, but they're not really into it fully. The fire's not great. It's like they're doing it because they're trying to prove to themselves that they've still got it in them. It's not like a proper festival with decent fire jumping where the fire is high enough that you really have to put some effort in. And everybody sort of turns in fairly early and goes to sleep. We might have lost Nye. I dread to even think what that might have done to their Twitch stream.
I think we've already had a bit of a shuffle around.
It looks all right.
You're nine.
You're
all on the wrong
right.
squares.
I got so nervous I had to just leave. I just like no, it's fine.
Yeah, it looks like your feed is up and down, and we're swapping identities and names left, right, and center.
We can make it a new competition. If anyone in the Twitch can get our names right, they win something.
Well, funny you should say that actually, because there is a giveaway that I do need to announce. So while you're enjoying the Not Quite Burning Man, I can tell the people who are following us on the stream right now about the giveaway. We are doing a giveaway of the Pathfinder 2nd Edition GM screen. And that will be coming up in about 25 minutes, as long as someone reminds me. We will be looking for someone to say something particularly clever in the stream. And then we will award that person with a Pathfinder 2nd Edition GM screen. So stay with us, say something clever, be appreciated for it. Everybody loves that. In the meantime, I shall send a little message over the Book of Faces to our glorious leader and tell him to go and move the names around.
I'm quite happy for Nye to represent Sophinio right now. You are now the face of my brand, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, wow.
Brand, actually. I mean, let's be honest here, Sofino. I mean, you've recently had big success with your kickstarted Pariah game.
Well, funny you should mention that.
So I believe is available on itch.
It's not yet, because I'm waiting until I've sent all the print editions out to the backers first, so they can get their hands on it before it's like on general release. Another minor setback in that. The envelope.
Oh, the envelopes, yeah.
Yeah, 200 A5 envelopes, which for some reason don't fit my 200 A5 zines. But anyway, I'll find a way around that. And soon, people who very kindly back me will have their exciting Neolithic, psychedelic, old school role-playing game in their hands.
Ooh.
Which does sound pretty cool.
That does sound very cool.
Oh, I just so happen to have a copy just sat here.
Just amazingly.
It looks like this. Cover up by my dear friend Jeff.
Here's what I made earlier.
Yeah, I just was drawing that while we were chatting.
Oh, very nice. Oh, wow.
But Ben is always Ben. Sadly so. We can't get everything we want. One day Ben might be better than Ben. Right, so the following morning, you wake up from your praying, meditating, disco dancing, partying, talking about feelings extravaganza.
Whoa, that was awesome. Yeah. I would like to wake up just in a pile of people, just various body, just kind of all wrapped up in a big bundle.
Yeah.
The desert can get quite cold at night, so people tend not to stay outside.
We were huddling together
near the pile.
For warmth, yeah, man. Yeah, you tell yourself that. When you're done with the raccoon, can I have him back?
I'm definitely ready for it.
Well, you can have the raccoon back as soon as I find my explorer's outfit. So
wow. Yeah, I'll talk to him. Yeah.
Shocking debauchery.
Okay, Rocket, what did you do with them? Did you pawn his clothes, man? Again?
For more candy dates.
It's fine. I mean, it's just I don't know what the regulations are, and I don't know if Grieg will be that into it if I'm walking around in my birthday suit. So
you got a suit for your birthday? Oh,
yeah. The one I was born in, Astral. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
you were born in a suit.
Yeah. Oh, hi there, Grieg. Hi. Didn't see it. How was your praying? Was it a good night?
Enlightening. Enlightening and very, very, very fulfilling and interesting as well.
That's excellent, man.
Yeah. Well,
I'm happy for you.
You can tell us all about it you can tell Luca all about it on the walk.
Dad, why are you naked? Dad.
What sort of suit were you born in?
A transparent suit. A caul. I was born in a caul. I think you said caul.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like a sack.
Yeah.
Man.
Like a translucent sack of water.
Oh. No. Could you maybe put clothing on now, please? It's weird.
Rocket, can you go and get the man's clothes, please?
Grocket probably couldn't have managed an entire suit of clothing like that, but
Oh,
as
just
the
the
pile
important
clears
parts.
up ever so slightly, you do manage to.
Ah, there
There it is.
It's
Some people were
underneath
using it
those
to
twins.
rest on,
Yeah.
sleep for comfort.
Yeah.
So you pull your clothes on, and are you heading straight out, or is there anything else you wanted to do in town before you go?
I'd like to get some hot brown morning potion, if that's okay.
Yes, there is. In the souk, you are able to get some cups of very, very strong coffee.
I'd like the one that has to be served in a wooden cup because it just beats metal.
And that too is available.
Excellent.
1 lump or 2?
2, man.
Of coffee.
Yeah.
Strong stuff. Almost like soup. But it definitely perks you up when you're wide awake, raring and ready to go.
Oh, okay, guys, let's get going, right? Okay, it's time to go. Time to go. Come on, adventuring to be done. Come on, let's go. Hut, 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 hut.
And so you head off into the desert.
Okay, that's better.
It's about a day's travel from Great Oasis to the Mesa. And traveling during the day is as much fun as you might think. The desert
really hot out
is
here.
very unforgiving. The sun beats down on you. It is hot. It is almost unbearably hot. And this is the most gentle part of the most gentle area of the desert. But you're all used to this sort of lifestyle. Many of you. Well, yeah, I mean, you're heat resistant, which goes a long way towards helping.
Yeah, it's hot, but there's like a strange beauty to it.
Somebody just.
And as you're coming up on evening, I would like everybody to make their first official dice roll, and it's a perception check.
What do I press?
go.
What happens? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Do I press that button? Doing.
Do that button.
You do indeed push that button.
To check what
Did I push that button? I don't know if I pressed
I need to check what my bonus is. Pretty sure I have
Yours should
one.
all be set already.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm just being
literally
stupid then.
all you need to do is click on the thing in character
Receive button?
that says
Okay.
perception perceive. Yeah. So it should be right underneath your hit points.
Oh, I did that and I sucked. Okay.
So we got a problem with your hit points now, but I'll fix that another time.
Oh, sorry.
Having 3, probably not likely, but 21,
Oh, no,
a bit more realistic.
No. Yeah, whoa.
Jesus.
Why do I only have 3? What's going on?
God.
Oh, because you
think
haven't
I'm
put in your
13.
ancestry ones and you haven't put in your class ones.
Oh, what
But
about
your class ones will be like 12, and your ancestry ones will be like 9.
Right, bugger it. I'll just.
And there you
okay,
go.
I know what I'm rolling now.
There we go.
There you go.
It's still slightly wrong, but it's not the wrongest it could ever be. So you're heading off into the desert, and as evening wears on, here we are. Crikey, Craig, that's a really good roll.
I'm glad one of us is paying attention.
You spot in the sand the head. Oh, and Luca, you also spot it with your archer's eyes. You both spot what looks to be the skull of a horse. Now, this is quite an unusual find in the desert because, you know, this would be quite valuable to some people. But yes, you can see the skull of a horse in the sand.
Guys, there's a sleeping horse over there. It's sleeping in the sand. We have to go help it.
A sand horse. Whoa.
Yeah, really? A sand horse. We need to go help it.
Them. They swim.
It's really pale though.
It
doesn't have any skin.
Oh, it could be an undead horse. Ooh.
So when you get over to it, you can see that it's more than just a skull. It's partly buried by shifting sands, but there is clearly the remains of a horse here. If you want to make a nature check to see what you can tell from it,
I would like to make a nature check.
Or an investigation check if you prefer.
More of a nature check.
Oh no, these are both actually brainy things.
On
I'll try
fire.
nature.
Oh,
Why
Check
not?
it out.
Crikey, you're
Let's
on a roll
see.
with your rolls.
whoa,
These are
man.
all non-combat rolls, yeah. Wait until I suck in combat, yeah.
When there's something actually riding on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
But mine's just that good.
no, was that investigation or nature?
Nature. Sorry, I should declare. that.
Okay, so you three with your nature checks.
No, both of them are crap because I'm.
There are tooth marks
Ooh,
on some of the horse's bones.
what kind of teeth? Big
They
teeth?
have a gnawing
Yeah,
pattern,
like
and it looks to you like the
I
bite
don't
pattern is
know. Maybe I'm not the
consistent
person.
with something like a kobold.
Ooh,
Cobalt.
they travel
Okay,
stacks
like
and they never go
they
far.
killed it biting it, or they were like eating it, kind of.
Who
And
knows?
as you're prodding it
I don't know if I can deduce that.
Does
to
it-
try
does
and deduce more, it actually
Yeah.
shudders and stands up out of the
Oh,
sand,
it's an
Oh,
undead horse.
animating.
It's an actual.
It is an actual undead skeletal horse.
Whoa,
which-
called it! First time!
Lashes out
Whoa.
at you.
Oh, dung.
Azh'Kars
I follow my
teeth.
arse. I'm like, ah!
You know, I was going to go with the Disrupt Undead spell, but I figured, no way, man. Why would
Right.
I need that?
So what you need to do is you click on your token, and then you roll initiative from your character sheet after you've clicked on your token, and then that should add your initiative to the turn order.
Fuck, we're actually
Yes.
fighting this.
That's clear. God, I suck.
Oh, I have an initiative bonus. Ooh.
Hey, don't worry about it, Aldun. That's what I roll on every initiative check whenever I try anything.
There you go. You see, I told you.
Ah! Now he's in the room. Here we go.
Oh, okay. It's not on the sheet. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
why
you need
it's
to.
not.
If you,
Okay,
you click
well,
on your
yeah.
token, which is the double crossed
okay.
swords one, and then in your character sheet next to perception,
So,
there should be an option for
Initiative.
initiative. There you go.
okay. Hey. Oh, why am I struggling? It's really easy stuff, and I'm getting confused. No.
It's right next to perception.
It's the one
Okay.
that says the word
Blue
initiative.
box with white font.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it says initiate.
Click.
Initiative.
Right. Okay.
Token first, then that.
Click. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Click and click. Why is nothing happening?
Palpable.
Something happened, please. Why are you come on. I click on the token, I click on the initiative, and nothing happens.
Hey, there you go.
Yay.
I totally didn't do that for you.
Oh no. Oh, I actually tried. Oh no.
You could have let him
You're
believe,
driving. Don't worry
man.
now. You're
Come on.
driving. You're
I'm
not,
riding a
you're
bike.
not touching the pedal. Yeah. I'm riding it all by myself. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah.
With stabilizers.
Look at you go.
There's- There's definitely corruption already in this.
Oh, dear.
I can't believe your initiative roll was made by the Force.
That's fine.
Right, I'm ready with my
It was
mint
shit anyway.
banked goblin groats to buy our way out of here.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Don't give them to me. I'm just gonna fuck it up.
Right, so it's right next to you when it rears up out of the sand. It's actually quite big because horses are actually quite large. This is a big old skeleton.
Yes.
That rears up out of the sand at
Oh
you.
no.
Cannot believe I did not pick
But
Disrupt
you,
Undead. I am so pissed off.
Are so keyed in to what's going on that you act first.
I am. Oh yes.
What do you wish to do? Now,
I
in
do?
Pathfinder, you
Oh,
have 3 actions. The action economy is really quite simple. You have 3 actions. Move is an action. Hitting things is an action. Spellcasting is usually 2 actions.
Depending on the spell.
Depending on most spells. But of course, you also have to sort of draw your weapons and be ready to fight.
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm gonna draw my. I'm gonna go on the assumption that this is not a friendly undead horse. I'm just gonna go with that assumption.
It's probably not every day that giant skeletons leap out of the sand at you.
So it's like Mr. Ed. It's just like
day to be remembered, man.
No. Yeah. I'll draw my bow and an arrow. And I think with my point shot, I could just
yes, you can shoot it with your point blank shot.
Up or anything, do I?
No, you have got point blank shot. So what you need to do then is on your character sheets, if you click on, there should be a thing in ranged weapon, longbow. If you click on the longbow or on the attack, sorry. So left-hand side, ranged strikes.
Right, yep.
Attack, click on that.
Okay. Click.
Ooh, I think I pressed the wrong button. Don't mind me.
Is this?
All I'm seeing is Aldun spamming the chat.
I am pushing the wrong buttons.
With all of his spells. I haven't seen any sign of.
I can't. I can roll die. I can do that. I don't know why none of this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, excuse my French.
Oh, we made him swear. Oh, dear. I feel bad now.
This is not I don't know who this other person is. I am Lucas. Or Luca. This is actually annoying me now. I don't know why this isn't... Right.
Something happened. You swung.
Oh, that was me trying to poke the buttons to see if anything would happen, and I've hit the wrong one because that's a Falchian attack anyway.
On the ranged attack.
I can roll. Like I don't know why it's not. Like I've rolled like a bunch of stuff already. I don't know why it's not working. That's really weird.
Okay, never mind. Instead, roll a d20. That's an easy option,
sorry,
isn't it? No, it's fine. And you can always use the character sheet. Can just be there as a reference thing.
Yeah, I copied it down, so I'm just looking at it. Okay,
I believe add your modifier for whatever that is.
Yeah,
roll
that would be a 9, I believe.
Okay.
Okay. Apologies, people. This is not as cool as it should be. Okay. I'll miss probably. Don't worry.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
What AC is. Okay, and does that? I'm assuming a 23 hits.
23 very definitely hits.
Yes. Okay. Thank God. It's not like a super souped up evil thing that doesn't take. Okay, never mind. And I do a 1d8 damage because it's just 1d8. Okay, cool. 1d8. Not plus 9. Go. Yay! 6. There we go. 6 damage.
So 6 points damage. That's a good start.
Can I still move? Because I probably don't want to be close to this thing if it.
Yes, I mean you've got 3 actions. So your first action is to draw your bow. Your second action is to shoot. Then your third action would be to move.
Yeah, hoof it. Using the pun. Okay. Move, little fella. Oh, the fucking. I actually think the mouse is broken, which is annoying me. Which it shouldn't be, because I can roll it. Just move, please. I don't want to be killed. Just fine. I'll take the damage. I'm the fighter. I'll stand there. It's fine.
I mean, you don't need to roll to move. That's just a thing you can kind of do.
I can't touch the for whatever reason it's not responding to my clicks. I don't know why, but it's fine. I'll stand. I'll take the damage if it has.
No,
damage.
it's cool. I mean, if you're saying you're moving, you move. You can move like 25, 30 feet. That's no issue. I mean, ordinarily we'd zoom into a bigger battle map, but this is just like a test fight to get you used to system.
Oh, apologies.
That's quite all right.
Survive.
Right, Facile, you're up next.
I'm sorry.
You've seen this skeleton rear up out of the sand, and Nye, Luca has leapt back, fired at it, and then stepped out of the way. What do you want to do?
What kind of distance am I from this?
Well, you weren't investigating it like the other three, so you're at a further distance.
I think this is going to be. I'm going to cast a spell, and I think I'm going to use a cantrip, and it will be a Ray of Frost.
Yeah, man.
Everybody loves Ray of Frost.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. And I did set it up. Let's see if it works. It might be wrong. So it has a Let's see. Well, a thing just appeared that says Ray of Frost.
You cast Ray of Frost. That takes 2 actions.
Yeah.
It has to make a saving throw rather than you, so you've got no worries there. You just cast it. It has to make a fortitude save, otherwise it will become enfeebled.
Yeah.
So, what's your spell save difficulty?
My spell save DC is. I'm sorry. Is 17.
So it fails.
That's a fail, yeah.
And the skeletal horse is enfeebled.
Enfeebled.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now, enfeebled means that it loses some of its strength. So its strength is reduced by 2, which means it will be able to do less damage to you. Which is lucky for let me think, Jim, because I think Greg is probably the biggest threat to the horse, so that'll be the way it lashes out.
Sorry, is this the correct spell? Because I wanted to cast Ray of Frost, and I think
that was Ray of Enfeeblement I rolled. I'm stupid. You made a spell attack roll.
Yeah. So I need to make a roll.
You need to make an attack roll. Yeah. Yes. Arrange the attack roll.
Yeah. Yeah,
my bad. I was reading the wrong Ray.
All right. So I'm going to have to do that just as I'm going to type it out and add my. So I've got 1d20 plus 7.
Yeah, I'm giving you a much more powerful spell there. Being a cantrip, and I'm pulling out a level 1 spell.
Yes, right, save against my Ray of Frost.
That's very definitely going to hit. So you deal D4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which is charisma.
And I think I have, because we've got that extra boost, he's very charismatic. 1d4 plus 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you blast it with a ray of ice. This is probably something many of the rest of you will never have seen before. Some kind of blue solid gathers around the bones of the creature as he points, and a white stream shoots forth from his finger. What the hell is that?
Astral's seen that before. We've done a few Ray of Frost shows for people.
At which point, Horsey is going to attack Greg. Kapow! What's your armor class, Greg?
I've not got my shield ready, so it's 17.
17, so he does just hit you.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what am I saying? No, he hits you by a lot. My bad. I forgot about adding in his actual bonus. So...
Oof to the face.
8 points of damage as it rears up and stomps you right in the keister. Or not in the keister. That'd be the other end of you, wouldn't it?
The face.
8 points.
And it's going to try and lash out at Astral with the other foot.
Whoa, man. Well, just be cool, dude.
I was trying to cool him down.
Just everybody be calm, man.
But the foot it was trying to lash out at you with is apparently currently frozen to its rib cage, so it's like trying to stomp you with it, but fails dismally and kind of tilts over, losing its last action.
This is where you need to chill out, man.
Which takes us to Astral's turn.
Hey, man. Well, this is weird. I would like to back up and then cast a spell at it.
So back up and cast a spell. That's your actions. So what spell are you going to cast?
I'm going to cast Tanglefoot just because I don't want it to move, and I'd like us to make it stop moving even more.
A sound decision. So for Tanglefoot, I don't think you have to do anything. You just cast Tanglefoot, and then the beastie has to make a save. I believe a reflex save to Tanglefoot.
I have
Vine covered in sticky sap lashes from your hand.
So I don't know.
Oh no, it is attempt a spell attack against the target.
Yeah.
So you make a spell attack.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd think that would be a save one, wouldn't you?
It would. All right,
yeah, like it's not fast enough or strong enough to escape.
It's like a ranged touch attacks, a ranged spell attack. So it would be D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus, so it should be about +4 or +5 thereabouts.
Should be 5. I think. 4, 5. It's just crap.
You throw your Tanglefoot, but you miss, and it lands on the dune just to one side of the creature. Sticky vine rolls around in the sand for a little bit.
Yeah, I made a plan.
And then it's Greg's turn.
Don't hit the plant, man.
Oh.
Still muted, Jim.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to raise my holy symbol eye into the air, and I'm going to cast Disrupt Undead at said creature.
Hey.
God.
Now we're talking.
That's why you always bring a cleric along. Not just for the healing.
So, I'm not sure if I've set this up right, but we shall see. Syntax error. Oh dear.
There's
look.
Does Disrupt Undead count as a spell?
They are. That's it.
Yeah. Basic saving throw. Fortitude DC 17.
There we go.
Yeah.
So fortitude save from yon beastie. Hey!
What noises does this undead horse make?
Kind of rattly noises. It wouldn't be able to neigh because it's got no flesh, so it just be kind of like the sound of two coconuts being banged together.
Oh, that's where we're going. Okay.
So you
can't believe it.
Yeah.
You blast it with positive energy, but it shakes it off.
No,
You've never seen that before.
It's so negative.
Any other actions that you want to take?
A holy creature.
That takes up 2 actions. Ooh. You've still got 1, so you could try twonking it with a hammer.
Twonk it with a hammer, man.
I've got a spear.
Or a spear.
Twonk it with
we'll attack it with a spear.
Oh, that'll do the job. So 6 more points of damage. Right, you're starting to smash the occasional rib here and there. And then we're back to Luca.
Okay.
He lives on the 2nd floor.
Do I have enough actions to ready my shield?
You can now ready your shield. Yeah, you can raise your shield.
Yeah.
I am. Oh, sorry. If I'm probably going to shoot it with another arrow because I don't really have much else to do. So I'm going to roll again. Okay, hit. Please roll. Oh, 16. Does that hit?
16 does hit.
Oh yeah! Woohoo. Oh. Yay! It'd be bad if I'm an archer that can't hit something that's 2 feet from me. Right. Okay. I'll just.
I love Twitch. Some of the comments there are fantastic. Ben is a 15-year-old Japanese girl with a katana.
Well, yeah.
Fair enough. Not tonight. I'm not.
No, not tonight.
6 damage for that.
6 more damage. You guys are starting to do some serious damage on this.
And I'll stay where I am. I'm not. I can take a look.
So you've still got 2 more actions that you can take. So you could fire another 2 arrows.
Oh, can I?
Each one would be a penalty. So the next one would be a -5 penalty. But you could give it a crack and see what happens.
Why not? Try and kill this thing that's already dead. So, I forgot to add the -5. Okay, never mind then. Just have to do the math. So 16 -5.
So no, 11. That one doesn't hit.
That's fine. That's all right.
You've still got an action left. Is there anything you want to do in it?
No, it's fine.
This shot would be at -10, so your chance of hitting it are very remote.
I'll try and look like I'm ready to get hit in the face. I'm really not. Like I saw Greg get hit, and I'm like, but I'm trying to look
don't want
brave.
that.
Yeah, I don't want to hit.
So Facile. That
was an accident. I didn't want to do a ranged attack. I was just seeing what the buttons did. But no, that probably hits. Yeah, so I did burn that. No, I'm going to now Facile. Hoping that this undead beast we can get somewhere and. Okay, yeah, I'm going to cast another spell. Mm-hmm. This time, I'm going to summon Fae.
Oh,
which works like summon animal, except you summon creature that has the Fae trait.
Okay.
On my behalf.
Oh no!
I hate summoning magic.
Oh God!
So with this, I think like bit of flavor. This rain cloud appears over my head. The pupils in my eyes roll to the back of my head, and then I kind of say some words of power, and then what kind of animal will it be? Because
an octopus,
a sand squid,
a sand squid, a
Fae sand squid,
just emerges.
The desert floor.
A goldfish
cod.
Just flops around.
You want a Fae sand squid? You can have a Fae sand squid. Yes, a Fae sand squid plops out of the rain cloud above you onto the sand. Mm-hmm. Rather than a sort of aquatic squid, this one's got sort of hard carapace-like exoskeleton almost. Naturally. And its arms are almost segmented. Probably more insect than cephalopod. Had to get my words right.
Good. Well remembered.
Good words, man.
Yeah.
And yes, it appears and lashes out to try and tangle up the legs of this horse. So, come on, sand squid, do your thing. It does. Your sand squid wraps around the horse's back legs, holding it in place.
Excellent.
Do you want to take one other action?
Yeah, I do have a spear, which is a simple weapon, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay. So I'm going to make a ranged attack at it and lob my sharp stick at it.
Okay.
Now that it's tangled up. And of course, I don't have the macro set up. So I've got 1d20 plus dex, which is +1. And do I get proficiency for proficient with simple weapons or?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So sorry, what
it's +2 for proficiency.
Yeah, there we go. So 1d20 +1 +2. Roll not recognized. Okay.
I think you have to combine all of your positives.
I don't know if you do. Yeah, see, you don't.
Hey, there you go.
And a natural
However,
one
you
as
did
well.
critically fail, so make
Yes.
another attack roll.
Same modifiers, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just say +3 this time. Oh,
Whoa!
It's bad, wasn't it?
Wow. You know you're
This is
hitting
why
well
you
when
do
you're
the
rolling
magic.
120 on your attack.
Yeah,
Got
roll
117
one.
on a D120. That's pretty awesome.
There we go.
Right, you realise that you've misplaced your spear as it's leaving your hand, and you manage to bat the end of it as it goes flying towards Greg and prevent yourself from impaling him. But it looked a bit dodgy for a minute there.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I managed not to impale him.
You managed not to
Yeah.
impale Greg. If you'd
Okay.
failed again, you'd have impaled Greg.
Dude, what's happening back there, man?
It's horsey time.
There's squids.
Where did the squid come from, dude?
So, Greg,
I
it lashes
out
out
the
at
sun
you
for
again
too long, dude.
and misses. And it lashes out at Astral again and
Hey.
misses.
Hey, horsey.
Oh, it's getting a bit frustrated now. So it's going to
Oh.
lash out again and miss Greg second time,
Oh, it's just
which is disappointing. You
That's
disappoint me,
sad.
skeletal horse.
really sad.
Supposed to put the frighteners on him, stupid skeletal horse. Astral, you're up.
Oh, hey, man. Well, I see like the young guy at the back there having a bit of a time with his bow. So I'm going to look towards him and just believe in him and give him some guidance.
Oh,
Thank you.
hippie guidance spell.
Hippie guidance spell, man. You get a +1.
You just get he
okay,
just gets a
cool.
+1 to the next attack roll, perception check, or saving throw.
And
So
then I'm
attack
going to
roll.
turn around and I'm going to shoot the horse with a ray of frost. Because
Oh, you
enough
can't.
now. Yes, I can.
No, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, 'cause it's a
Guidance is only a one action spell.
Oh,
Fire away.
Really? Is it?
Whoa.
Who knew?
Sorry.
The Ray of Frost doesn't hit it though.
No,
Ice in the
man.
desert, ice on the sand.
No, it's a
Squid in the desert.
Squid and ice in the desert.
maybe
Yes.
it's just against nature. Maybe that's what's wrong.
Smoothly
Another
Moose
one.
says, please say sand squids have higher than 4 intelligence. They do. That makes sand squids smarter than his Star Wars character, who legitimately has a 4 in intelligence.
Oh.
Luckily, he's playing a Gamorrean guard. Greg,
Okay.
Hello. Right. I'm going
shake
to
your groove
cast
thing.
Disrupt Undead again.
Ah, this is just terrible.
I'm going to call on the great Azh'Kars and try and funnel as much of his power down. And where are we?
Yeah. And that's. Oh, right. So, yeah, I have to make the fortitude
Yes.
save. Silly.
Yeah, one rolling.
Hooray!
Hey!
Now, how do I do the damage? I've got it under the spell that what damage it does.
1d6 positive damage. So / roll 1d6, or they do 2d6 because he botched his save.
Okay, it's plus my spell casting
Plus
modifier
your
as well.
spell casting modifier.
Yeah. So roll 2d6 plus 4.
Oh. Yeah, you blast it with divine energy from the desert, and the bones weaken as moisture in them is sucked out. The marrow cracks all up and down its spine. Thread-like cracks start to appear as any liquid inside it is cast away by the power of the god of the desert. And you've got an action left.
I'm going to drop down onto one knee and hold my holy symbol in both hands and praise the great Azh'Kar for the damage that it's just done.
That's freaking role playing right there, man.
Yeah.
Luca.
Okay. And I'm going to shock the world. I'm going to shoot it
But
with an arrow. Oh,
you can
man.
see the weave of its injuries. You can almost pick out like a crack right in its spine
okay.
that the divine has caused, and the guidance of Astral's projection guides your arrow.
Okay.
Take your shots.
So it's a +1 to the chance to hit as well, or is it just?
It's the +1 to the chance to hit. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Focus, man. It's okay.
I focus. Deep breath.
Breathe, man.
Roll. What did I get? This is where. Oh, with
+10
the guidance as well. It's
+10.
12.
And,
man.
Yeah, because it's. You really tried. I was just like, he believes in me. He believes. Not even looking like.
Does believe. If
I
only
believe so hard, I'm going to buy a reroll.
Hey,
That's
see, he
how
does
hard I'm
believe in
believing.
you. Buying you a reroll. Roll it again.
Oh my god. I don't get the guidance, do I? Or just that?
Yeah, you still get the guidance.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, it's until my go. So
it's a non-crit 20.
It's a non-crit 20, but that's fine. Roll your damage.
Yep. Oh, lovely. And +1 to the damage as well, or just
just to hit.
Oh, that's fine. D8's enough for me. One damage. You made me. Thank you for your belief. Thank you.
You hit it right on the crack on the spine, and it goes ding.
God, I can't give you any more.
so horribly injured. That should have finished it. Facile.
So
this was Luca's chance to prove himself to his fellows.
Yeah. So I kind of looked to the side at Luca. Like,
time for the big boys to finish the job.
Well, while that's going on, is the sand squid still kind of getting stuck in? Or
it's wrapped around his back legs and is kind of trying to burrow into the sand with its back into the sand with its back end. So the horse is held immobilized.
All right, I like that. I don't have a spear because I nearly impaled Greg with it.
Yeah, you threw it at Greg.
Yeah. So how far am I roughly? I'm gonna walk up to this undead horse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm gonna lay my hands on top of it, and I'm gonna suck what's left of the moisture that divine intervention has already withdrawn, and I'm going to show some occult aqua bending, and we're gonna dry this undead horse out with this is the equivalent
of desiccating hands.
Desiccating hands.
You can do that at range.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, it's got 15-foot range.
I've committed now. I've got to.
Here
he is. Leans over and touch attack. Then magical touch attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 1d. Oh. Plus charisma plus proficiency, right?
Yep.
Okay. So there we go. It's 1d20 plus 6. 19.
Does the job. So you do 2d6 points of desiccation damage to it.
Inverse water damage. Ooh, that's all right.
And you suck the moisture out of it, and that skull becomes so brittle in your hands that you're able to just rip it in half. And all of the other bones disconnect one from the other and collapse to the ground in a heap. You have slain the beast.
We have slain the beast, yeah.
Oh. Good team.
Thank you. Thank you for me, please.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Is Greg okay? He got champed a little bit there.
Yeah, chafes a little bit.
Do you want a berry? I got a berry. It's really good.
It is a good berry.
It's a really good berry.
It's not going to make me see things, is it?
Well, if you open your heart, it might.
Astral, I think I opened my heart.
I'll try it.
Okay.
Thank you.
It didn't work.
It is just a good berry, isn't it?
It is a good berry, yes.
How many good berries have you got?
I don't know. I think I get one. It's
No,
fine.
you get more than one.
Yeah, you grow
when you cast it, you get a bunch, and then each one heals 1 hit point.
Kiru?
Because you can share them out that way. That's why good berries so good at low level.
Okay.
Berries are good. Berries are good.
I have however many good berries I meant to have. I couldn't find it in the book, so I didn't know.
Oh, I see your point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in the main book, is it?
Because it mentions it, but then it doesn't tell you what it does.
It's like you
Super
roll
helpful. Well, you can have D6.
Yeah, you roll.
You can have D6 good berries.
Okay, hang on. Let me refind.
And Smoothly Moves has given someone a reroll to try and kill the sand squid. It's on their side. It's on their side.
He's given you the reroll, Ben.
Oh, okay.
I have 3 good berries.
You have 3 good berries, so you can dish those out to whoever, and that's 1 hit point per berry.
There you go, man. You just take as many as you need.
Thank you. I'll take 3.
Yeah, that's okay, man. That's fine. They like come off Root's head, so it's all really organic and stuff. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm going to pull a bit of fur out from between my teeth.
Oh,
no, it's not Crockett.
It's Root. Root, man.
The little plant.
Root's his little plant familiar, not his little raccoon familiar.
Oh, okay.
And I think the good berries just kind of bud
totally
off him,
different.
and I eat them. Nom, 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 nom.
So, of course, I summoned a sand squid.
Yes.
It's going to be fun. But I also have my sand squid familiar.
Yeah.
So just before he goes back to work,
high five.
They get like high 8.
Yeah. They do like a high 8.
Oh no, we can't separate.
No, my familiar, no. Sucked back into the sand.
I'm going to look down at my handful of good berries and like convinced that these are making me see these strange things. Squids.
Sand squid.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to. Is there anything left of like the horse, man?
Yeah, all the bones are still. Well, not all of the bones are still there. Some of them got pulled down into the ground by the sand squid.
Okay.
But most of the horse is still there. The head has been ripped in half, and the spine is all cracked.
I'm gonna sit down next to it, like cross-legged, and just try and be with the dead animal, and maybe detect some magic, and see if there's anything like spooky going on.
There's no residual magic here. It looks like whatever was animating this horse has passed on. Make an occultism roll.
Oh, yeah, that'll go well.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That involves brains.
Because I don't even have that button. Oh, no, I do.
Look,
I have nothing. Holy crap.
And yet you rolled a 20. So reaching out with your feelings.
Oh, no.
Hurt your feelings. You know it to be true. You sense that what reanimated this horse was that it died in pain and fear, and that it lashed out because of that pain and fear. And now you've put it to rest. Its spirit can move on.
Yeah, well done, guys. We freed it.
Really?
Yeah.
We didn't.
You made it possible, man. It was you.
I did.
Yeah.
So like the spirit is totally at ease now, right?
Yeah.
So it's totally fine if I wear this half skull as a kind of hat. I think it would look pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
It would look pretty cool. Yeah.
You've got both halves, so you could just,
I could put it back together.
On there.
It could be quick release.
On the ribs, so go for it, dude.
Okay.
Has it? Yeah.
Over on Twitch, very, very quickly. The Goodberry spell. A meal and healing at the same time.
Nom, nom, nom.
Right, everybody on Twitch, if anybody is interested in winning the Pathfinder 2nd edition GM's screen, now Smoobly Moobs, I expect you to give it to me when you win it. But anybody who's interested in winning it, please put "I want the screen" in the chat now, and then we will roll a dice in a couple of minutes and see who wins it. Oh, crikey. You can't win it. You're in the game.
Damn it. It's not fair. I quit.
Bad karma, dude.
Whoa. So if you want the screen, just say, "I want the screen," and we will see if you are the person that gets the screen. I'll come back to that in a minute. Meanwhile, at the site of the brutalizing of this undead horse, the releasing, sorry, of this undead horse.
Releasing.
You released it from its pain.
Yeah. We also woke it up from its pain. So, you know.
Swings
Balance.
6 of one, half dozen of another.
Yeah. Wow.
You guys
They're
are
the same.
really
Did you know that those two things are the same?
I did.
Oh.
And then what are you going to do? Are you going to continue on your way or stop here for a while?
So the whole, just for clarity, in case I've missed anything, the horse was just, the skeleton was just in the ground.
Yeah, it was
like
partly
dead
buried
alone.
by
There was
drifting
nothing.
sand. Yeah,
Okay.
no, there was nothing
That's
else
fine.
with it.
Okay, that's a bit sad.
And you didn't recognize the skeleton.
Oh,
Didn't-
I
no-
never
no one
forget a
would
face.
you.
Such a long face.
Right, yeah.
Well, we've still got the face.
Yeah,
I'm,
it's
I'm
true.
wearing its face.
Yeah.
I do know this horse. No.
You are
Again,
no
yeah.
longer Faisal the Unwanted, you're
Yeah.
Faisal the Long-Faced.
Uh,
Or Faisal faced like a horse.
Horse face Faisal.
face.
Yeah, yeah, that's better.
Hazel, what did you do to the horse at the end? You were like, and I was like, ah, and then you were like, ah.
Wore it as an helmet.
That's
Yeah.
the old. Well, you know, I listened to what the others, you know, what they speak about, what Grieg speaks about, what Astral speaks about, and they both talk about release and life and death. And I thought, yeah, I want to help. I just want to help, and that's what I did.
Oh.
I helped.
Hallelujah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah. So like heroes.
Right, yeah, I'm totally a total hero. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's why we're all here, right?
Yeah,
When we
looking
get
at
back
Lucas
from
slightly.
this mission,
Yeah.
me and you are going to have a 2-day praying session. Yeah, I'll show you some deep enlightenment.
Yeah. Hallelujah, brother.
Yeah. I can't wait. I hope this expedition goes really successfully and nothing bad happens to anyone so that we can do that at the end. Excellent.
Yeah.
All of us.
Let's go. Walks in the wrong direction. Other way. Oh. Hey. Yeah, I guess we just keep.
All right, so
walking.
you keep on keeping
Yeah.
on.
I'm
No reason
talking
to stop. No horse can stop this ride.
Right.
rolling.
I'm presuming it's like pretty hot out. Like quite. Yeah.
But we're accustomed to it. We're people of the desert. We, you know,
No,
Yeah.
true.
we're used to
true.
traveling and
I
was
live
born
I
in the
was living
desert.
underground. Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
I was born underground, but I sometimes come above ground. But
Well, I'm guessing Grieg was born underground too, unless I've just made a horrible assumption about dwarven culture.
Oh yeah. I'm from underneath. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I'm learning
Right,
so
so
much about
you-
my friends.
You keep on keeping on. Can everybody see that new map that should have just appeared?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
that looks nice.
Splendid. Jolly good. Right. So as evening is coming on, you come across this little cluster of trees just short of a cave up ahead. On the floor, actually, if you could make another perception check, let's see how good your perceptions are.
I perceive.
Perception is...
Did I get? I can't see. I've covered it up.
Ooh, perceive.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, astral.
Done. Oh, man.
The doors of perception are open.
The doors
Yeah,
of perception are wide open.
Open my fifth eye.
Oh no! Oh no, it's 90. I thought
That's good.
I thought I drew the 1. Sorry. I was like, no, okay, that's
Not
fine.
again.
Right, so
No.
Greg
I gave
doesn't
some-
notice, but the others do notice 2 little figures scurrying around over by the cave mouth over
Ooh.
there. Astral, you also notice down around the base of these trees some half-chewed, well, some very thoroughly chewed watermelon rinds.
Whoa, watermelon
Oh.
rinds. Where did they?
Oh.
Oh wait, the watermelon thefts.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think there's a clue here.
Could you make a nature check as well?
Yeah, sure.
Astral, how quiet are you being when you're doing this? Are you just like, oh my god?
Good God, it's like,
Everything is amazing.
it's like going adventuring with the Scooby Gang.
I haven't completed the set yet. Give it time. Yeah, there
Oh
you go.
my.
I'm in the zone, man.
Right, the tooth marks on the watermelon rind match the
talking to
tooth
me.
marks on the horse skeleton.
The bolts.
Wait.
And indeed, you recognize the hunched over shapes up at the cave mouth up ahead as kobolds.
I think the horse was eaten by the watermelons.
Oh, could it
What?
possibly be those little kobolds over?
Oh, or
there?
maybe it was them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
How many can we see?
You can see
Hmm.
2 kobolds.
Ooh, okay.
Well, where did they travel in groups? They're never.
That's
far away
sand
from
people.
their
Two-
nest. Oh,
Two's
yeah.
but isn't 2 a group? Maybe there's just 2. You know,
Wow.
two little ones.
Wow.
But
I
let's
just want to
assume-
give you a hug right now because that's really sad, Luca.
All right, everyone, game face is on. We've got some
Oh, okay.
dogmen.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. What? What's happening? Sorry.
right. So
I was just communing with the watermelon.
Team huddle. Team huddle.
sorry. Oh, before we have team huddle, is it? Are we in any cover at all, or we're wide out? In
Well,
the
at the
desert?
minute, you're kind of in this little clump of trees. There's like a
Over there.
tiny little scrubby amount of shade from 3 trees.
Well,
There's
it's
a
not like
good
they're
chance
looking
that
for us,
unless
they'll be
you're
fine.
trying to hide, they have probably
Cool.
already seen you.
So
Could we roll a stealth, or is that
You absolutely could roll a stealth.
okay? I'll roll a stealth. Wait, I feel like
Yeah.
if only a couple of us roll stealth, it's compared to people that won't. So
Well,
are we all
going
gonna roll?
distraction? So that's fun.
Oh, okay, I don't want to be like I disappear, and then the 3 of you are like, oh well, thanks. They know where
Where'd
you
he
are.
go? Whoa! I didn't know he was a
Okay,
wizard.
Right. You
Dwarves
also
are renowned
noticed-
for their stealth.
Oh yes.
Of
You
course.
also
yeah.
noticed 2 large tumbleweeds stood
Ooh.
here
okay.
and here
Oh,
at the top of a small slope.
Guys, I think we should avoid them.
Okay.
we could put one on our heads and then pretend we're tumbleweed.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do
Okay.
that. But first, we should
roll
sneak up.
stealth.
well,
Oh yeah.
and then what? Are we
Uh,
saying we're going to sneak up on these?
Right, so at the
Yeah.
minute we're sneaking to sort of hide in the trees.
Yeah,
Alright.
I only got a 14, so I'm like, I put like some fronds over my head, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean they're sneaking up. That ramp is going to be quite tricky, although I
Yeah.
would say that Astral could probably manage it at the minute.
I am one.
You
with
have
the
like rolled.
tumbleweed, man.
Ouch.
My roll 20 either hates me or loves me.
Yeah, I mean you've rolled so many critical successes today.
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best dwarf stealth and not actually roll stealth and actually walk up the path
Okay, that seems reasonable.
with my shield ready and my spear,
Dwarven stealth.
hiding behind my shield. If I can't see them, they can't see me.
I like
No,
that.
that's the blood
Na,
beast
na, na, na,
control.
Logic.
Safino, you just went all white. What happened?
He's hiding behind his spear, shield.
Yeah. I'm not that skinny.
You cast light, and
I
all
did
we
go
can
all
see.
white. Hang on.
You have
You
gone
did,
away.
yeah.
You cast light on the kobolds.
Well,
Right,
In that
so-
case, Astral's going to
so-
kind of like sneak along, kind of slightly
Right,
parallel
If
to
you
the
want to
really
move
obvious.
yourself to somewhere sneaky, you
I'd like
can
to go
do
about
that.
there. If I can get there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might sit tight. I don't know. I don't trust myself. Like I know it. No, I'm just gonna be like until
You're the
I
archer.
can.
You can shoot from
Right, so
range
you
anyway.
sneak up. Greg goes walking up in front of them, going, "Oi, I'm over here. Come get
Come on
me.
in.
Come and have a go if you
Bring
think
it."
you're hard enough." And the other two of you are going to hang back.
Yeah, because I don't. If I'd gotten a better stealth, I would have. But I'm just.
In fairness,
feel
you've got
like-
a longbow, so it's not
Yeah,
like there's much you have to worry about.
Luca's thick, but he's not like he's not. He's looked at his disguise. and
He's
gone, "No, this
naive.
is not." Yeah,
He's naive.
yeah.
He's
He knows
not
how to
stupid.
sneak. Yeah.
All right, so. Oh, sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, Fasil may approach this. He's going to try a bit of parlay with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to see how that goes.
So do you want to move up as well to parlay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to move your token up.
Yeah. So I am going to be beside Greek though. So where's my?
You're the swirly one.
Yes.
That's okay. I'm not scared though.
Right. If everybody could do me the kindness of Safino's had something kick off.
Oh.
If you could roll initiative. Oh, hang on.
Yep,
Get
of
me
course.
initiative timer up first. There we go. And
My turn,
remove all
even.
turns. Clear. There we go.
My button.
I got 6, so that's not great. Not great indeed. Oh dear. I'm being super brave. I'm not hiding, I swear. I'm super brave. The horse didn't scare me.
You sure about that, man?
You said I had the braveness was with it. Well, actually, you gave me guidance, not bravery.
No, I don't have heroism.
No.
You're on your own with that one.
The heroism was within you all the time, all along.
Or not. Yeah.
Or not, yeah, I might just be weeping quietly amongst these small trees.
Yeah.
Safino, could you roll initiative?
Yeah. You got 16.
Okay. Oh, is he not on the board though?
Oh, hang on. Let me add you then. Oh, you didn't click your token. That's all. Don't worry, I can add you.
Sorry.
Not a problem.
We're all learning, man. I will stop at some point. No, I won't. I really won't.
No, it's not. No, that wasn't at you. That was on.
No, you've done it now. No retreat, no surrender. We played a game once, many, many years ago when I was still at university called Teenage Valley Super Ninjas, which was exactly as quality as it sounds. It was an amazing game, I must say.
Awesome.
It was amazing fun. But because we always used to order pizza every week, we decided in that game that you had to order pizza in character. And one of the characters was a guy very much like Astral, in that he was like, it was set in the 80s. We were all teenage ninjas in Beverly Hills. And one of our mates was playing the absolute stoner friend, who was also a ninja. And it took him nearly 20 minutes to order pizza.
I'm impressed
Oh
by his
God.
dedication to the role.
It was truly dedication to the
Yeah.
craft.
Absolutely.
Right.
Good out.
So, Astral,
Yeah, man.
looks like you can go first. I'm going to move the
Woo.
turn doofer over there, see if that makes any difference. It hasn't on there,
Are
but
you kidding me?
So, I don't know what you want to do.
Can I just like hang out?
You can bide your
See what
time
happens.
until something else happens. Yeah.
Can I like be ready to do something?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
Do I just hang?
You can do either of those things.
Okay. I'd like to be ready to fry their cobalt brains with an electric arc if things get gnarly. But otherwise, I'm just happy to watch the dust in the wind, man.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
Yeah. Party on.
Okay, so the green kobold has noticed Grig in his dwarven stealth mode and is going to attempt the shooting with a crossbow. So that is 22. So he does indeed hit.
No peace from these kobolds. Just like, oh, there's some people here. Okay.
7 points of damage. Oh, Krieg is our damage magnet.
So can I cast shield?
Yes.
Yes.
How much would that improve your armor class by?
In back, like a little bit. No.
Shield. +1 circumstance bonus to armor class.
That won't help.
No. Ouch.
So, thunk, a crossbow bolt lodges itself in the meat of your thigh.
Yeah, I'll go block it with my thigh.
One in the knee, man.
Oh.
Shouts that.
So how many was that for? 7?
7 points of damage. Yeah. There's a kobold that slightly dark greenish tint to his skin, perched on top of what looks like a cave leading down into the mesa, and he's just fired at you with a crossbow. Now, Nye, the good news there is that it's crossbows.
Yes, so
which you can only really shoot once of in a round, and then it takes a whole extra round to reload.
Yeah.
So he won't be able to do anything else with that. So that takes us over to Facile. Unless Astral wants to jump in at this point and take his action now.
Yeah, if stuff is going gnarly, I'm just gonna like start zapping people.
Wait, you didn't get 27, did you? What the hell's going on with these numbers? Anyway. So Facile, you're up next.
No, I didn't get 27.
Yeah, Astral is
going to jump in. That's right.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yep.
You're up there. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing. It's getting late. My brain's getting fried. Is this a roll to hit with electric arc? Was my innate.
Oh, electric arc. Let's into that.
Sounds fancy.
Lightning leaps from one target to another.
Oh, perfect.
Deal electricity, can't say the word, damage equal to 1d. It doesn't do a lot, but 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Right. It's only got a range of 30 feet. So yeah, that's kind of close enough, but you won't be able to get both of them because it will have expired before crossing the mouth of the cave.
Okay.
But yes, they get a reflex save against it. So Pink rolls 10 on a reflex save. Sorry if I've disappeared off the screen. I'm looking sideways at reflex save. +9 is 19. So he makes his reflex save, dodging out of the way of your electric arc as it zaps forth from you. Do you want to do anything else? You've got one more action.
I'm going to send in the raccoon, man.
Oh, go.
Claw his face off, Grocket. Come on.
Which way are you sending Grocket?
Whichever one.
So which way are you sending it? Like that way to climb up, or are you sending it up the ramp that way?
Oh, yeah, the climb up way.
Okay. So Grocket goes tearing off at speed.
Go on, Grocket. You can do it, man. You got this.
And then Facile, what do you want to do?
Okay. I was actually just trying to think about how to get some puns in, but I'm stopped. So, sorry. I just was like, electric. She's electric.
Ice to meet you.
Oh, someone's going to have to watch Batman and Robin, aren't they? It's a good job they didn't carry on with those films, because they'd have had like Batman and Robin Return.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin and Batgirl. Batman and Robin and Batgirl Return. Batman and Robin and Batgirl Forever.
Forever. So I will. My initial plan was I was hoping I could get a bit of chat on the go, and obviously the time for negotiation has passed before.
They're the aggressors. Just
like
negotiations were short.
Yeah, and to the point. But we will. I'm gonna shoot some frost. Yeah, after the frosty reception that they gave us. It's time. Time for some Ray of Frost, and I still haven't sorted out my spell thing yet, so it's gonna be.
Oh my god! I'm just flicking through spells, and there's actually a spell here called Negate Aroma.
Yes.
Oh wow!
You might want to learn that one.
It might be useful in the desert, I think.
On that raccoon. So yes, Ray of Frost spell attack roll.
Yeah, that's an 11.
That is an 11,
probably
which
a miss.
Is a miss. Yeah. It gets kind of caught in the tumbleweed between you and him. Sort of here. Anything else you want to
do? What about is a cantrip and was that like one action or?
It varies. Some are two.
Sorry. Because I think my backup plan was to then cast Dancing Lights, which I think I can assemble into a kind of illusion, like quite a simple illusion, if I've got that right. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Man, look at the
Dancing lights.
Spells are hard.
Up to 4 floating lights. Each shed lights like a torch, no more than 10 feet apart. When you sustain, you can move them. No, you can't shape them.
No, sorry, that was. I think that was 5e. You could do that. Wrong game. D&D. This is not D&D. This is a totally different thing.
Yep,
yeah. So, in which case, spear. Shall I try and spear my dwarven friend?
No, you're stood next to him. It'll be much harder to stab him now.
Or will it be easier? I'm going to do a little sidestep just behind him and not throw a spear. There you are. That's just like
stab him in the back of the head.
I'm just going to pat him on the shoulder and go, "Let's destroy these."
I am not a shield.
Oh, you are, my friend.
No one's saying you're a shield.
You are the shield of faith.
That's right.
Okay, you sweet talk me.
From all the way over there, like, you're the shield of faith.
I'm still stealthed, man. It's like, whoa, who was that?
I don't know. When lightning appeared from behind a rock, people might have got a weenie bit suspicious.
No,
it was just a lightning storm.
One of those freak ground lightning.
Very low, ground lightning.
Very low down lightning. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Ball lightning can just anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I have a feeling kobolds don't really give a shit.
Yeah, probably a fair point.
They go, actually, I'm a kobold meteorologist. I can tell you.
This is entirely unnatural. What is going on? Explain.
This does not make sense. The air ionization is not suitable for this kind of lightning.
That's very curious atmospheric phenomena. Oh, noted in my logbook.
No, they're crushing me with their mallets. Okay, well, that's fine.
But science, damn you!
And that's why there aren't kobold meteorologists.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yep,
true.
That is it.
Oh, Safino, you've been given a reroll on your Ray of Frost, so you can give it a crack.
And who was that from? Because I would like to thank them.
That was from Please Forever.
Thank you very much, Place Forever.
He's rolling in it at the minute because they won the GM screen.
Well,
on my very difficult roll on a D1.
I tried to add more people, but you wouldn't let me.
You tried to add you.
I'm going to have to set up a separate Twitch identity so I can win
There we
stuff.
go.
Oh,
Ray
that's a
of
bit more
Frost.
like it. The Ray of Frost does its job. Was it pink or green you were doing it on?
Pink.
Okay, so that's D4 damage plus your spellcasting modifier.
Whoop, whoop. Freeze his buns.
His scaly buns.
Is that right? +5, or is it just +4?
Just
Do I
plus
add
4.
proficiency?
You don't have
+4, sorry.
proficiency to damage.
Right. Yeah. So
That'd
sorry
be
about
great.
that. It
It
would.
would,
That
wouldn't
would be
it? Yeah.
I'm really proficient at hurting people.
So 7, not 8. That should.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
The pink goblin, pink kobold, not goblin, is it's not actually a pink kobold. That's just the token I gave it so that I could differentiate between them.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? The hell with it. It's a pink
Yeah.
kobold.
Yeah. Why not? Well, listen,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
A pink kobold.
It's got a
Everybody
big
makes
shock of
fun of it.
hair just kind of sticking up there.
They're also now frozen. No,
Okay.
I killed them, right?
No.
Oh.
You have blasted it with ice, and it was very cold and
They
didn't
went-
like it.
It can't
So
move. as
put that in
fast.
your meteorology logbook.
Whoa, this weather's really, really
How is
strange.
this approaching?
Wait till I
Thanks.
use personal rain cloud. It's going to really confuse them.
You might find that
Sounds
more
good.
useful than you might think. Pink kobold steps forward and does something to these two tumbleweeds.
Man.
Oh no.
Oh no, I've left the tumbleweeds in the bloody map section. I can't move them.
Uh,
Right, he sets these two tumbleweeds on fire and rolls them down the hill towards you.
Oh, dude.
What?
I didn't be part of it.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
god.
Sets
Why
them
did
on
they do
fire,
that?
rolls them down the hill towards you. So, Grig and Facile, if you would both make a reflex save, please.
My pleasure.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's an agile dwarf.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Roll
hate
out
being the
breed.
postman for this area. Just like, oh, there's somebody coming through the door, flaming tumbleweeds and crossbow
Like a
balls.
cat.
Rolled better than I did. Yeah.
You both
Oh.
throw yourselves out of the way of these slowly rolling, burning tumbleweeds. It was only
I'll
a
take
difficulty
weapons.
13 check, but
Okay.
they were kind of relying on the idea that actually things would probably just run away from burning tumbleweeds. So you throw yourselves to either side to get out of the way of them, and he's then out of tumbleweeds.
They've lit up the tumbleweeds, man. No.
And the two
Tumbleweed!
slowly burning tumbleweeds roll down the hill. Meanwhile, the pink kobold also takes a shot in Grig's direction, but it pings off the rock to his side.
Hmm.
That's what
Good
you
shot.
get for messing with plants.
At which point, Grig gets to retaliate in whatever way he deems fit.
I think I better heal myself if possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I believe it's one action because it's touch.
Yes. What's it called? It's called heal rather than cure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rub your hands together and just go,
There.
I'm alive.
Right. So there's 1d8 hit points.
Excuse me.
You could take between 1 and 3 actions on this.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
If you do it in 1 action, it's a
Heal.
touch range. If you
Heal.
do it in 2 actions,
Yeah.
it's an extra 8 hit points. And if you do it in 3 actions, you can disperse the energy in a 30-foot emanation.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna use 2 actions on it actually.
Okay, so that gets you D8 plus 8 plus your modifier.
Gust of wind. Ah.
Plus modifier, yeah?
Yeah.
17 hit points.
There you go. That'll make you feel a bit better.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Your face kind of goes resets from where that horse kicked you earlier.
Excellent.
Bolt is expelled from your leg. and lands on the sand. The green kobold kind of shoots you an incredulous look. What does kobold incredulity look like? You assume it's an incredulous look. I mean, he might be coming on to you.
Saucy kobold.
And I'm gonna duck into cover, or I'm gonna crouch down behind my shield.
Okay. Cool beans. And then it's Luca's go.
Oh, okay. They both shot them, so I'm not going to be like picking. I'll just go for the. Well, I presume I can hit them because longbow's got like crazy range. Yeah.
I mean, if you're being statistical, you're probably better off going for the green one because they could get the closing range with the pink one much quicker.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, he's going to take a big deep breath. I can do this. And fire.
Mother, guide my hand.
Yes, please. Oh no!
Oh,
don't ever give myself a pep talk before doing anything. I can't do this.
Oh dear.
Nice.
It looks like you have been purchased a reroll.
I don't. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Right. I'm not going to give myself a pep talk. I'm just going to be completely honest. I'm going to go, you can't do this. You can't do this. Okay, that's significantly better. It's like
that is significantly better.
Yeah.
Your arrow flies through the air with the greatest of ease and strikes the kobold for how much damage?
And come on. Oh, 2. Okay. It did. 2 damage. Ow.
Oh, my arm. Ooh,
I mean, I'm hurt. I'm not deathly ill. It's a good shot. I never said I was good at killing things.
Right, Astral, at this point, your raccoon latches onto the back of the pink kobold and starts like climbing him like a curtain, which is very distracting.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not going to take him back. I could have taken 2.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you could take 2 more shots.
It's fine. No, in my luck, if I take a -5, it's just going to be.
You could try at least one more. I mean, the -10 might get you, but there's nothing wrong with you taking another shot. Sorry, that's my bad.
Okay, no, it's fine. You didn't see me count to work out what 9 minus 5 was.
No, we didn't see that.
And that didn't happen.
Oh,
are
you so unlucky.
That horse really, like, I've just stepped out of this is the real world, and he's not liking it. It's very scary.
It's not working for you, is it?
Dead horses and angry lizards with crossbows.
So that's a 0.
And meditation.
Wow.
Don't nobody buy me any more rerolls. It's enabling me.
Naked sorcerers.
All right.
All right, Astral. What do you want to do?
Damn sexy vassal still in your mind there. So Crockett is being annoying.
Yeah.
But not lethal.
No.
That's disappointing. Okay.
This isn't AD&D with a wizard with a cat familiar that's more dangerous than the wizard.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what it's building on. Okay. Well, I'm going to look at, I think I'm going to look at my good friend.
Level 1 wizard versus cat, house cat. Whoever gets initiative wins.
I'm going to, I don't know. I'm going to, I think, sneak a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I still see Pinky from there?
You could move yourself a little bit closer. Like that. You can't see him now because you're under the lip of the little path that leads up.
Do I think I can climb up the thingy?
You could make a check to see if you can do that. It will be an athletics check.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Although,
oh my God.
I have a -1.
You have a -1 to athletics.
-1.
Well, you're little and you're not very strong.
Little noodly noodly.
But you still do it. You pull yourself up over the lip of the thing where the 2 tumbleweeds once were. There's a burning brand on the floor and a kobold currently trying to wrestle with a raccoon.
Excellent.
The true hero of this adventure.
Yes, definitely.
Well, okay, good. I don't know what to do now. Can I reach him? Can I hit him? Is he too far away?
You could take another move action to get next to him, and then you could hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got a hit, but it's a hit at your best.
I hit him. I don't think this is set up right, but let's hang on.
What you're hitting him with?
Sickle. Because I'm a druid, man.
Cut your grass.
Yeah, I mostly use it for collecting herbs.
We believe you.
Can cut a fool with that.
Well, yeah, you hit. Good lord.
What is this?
In fact, you critically hit.
Yeah.
So you do 6 points of damage to Kobold Pink.
Hey, man. Don't shoot my friends. Rude.
To his ankles.
And don't set fire to plants. That's really rude. Those poor tumbleweeds. They could have crossed the entire desert. That's more than we can do.
Oh, I just missed Cobalt Green out, didn't I? I did miss Cobalt Green. So Cobalt Green, not a lot he can do. Well, not with his crossbow anyway. He is going to...
I would snipe him, but it's not really going well.
Run away.
Run around to here with his short sword out and then try and take a pop at Astral.
That's just harsh, man. Me and your pink friend here, we were having a conversation.
What's your armor class?
Blood dripping off the sickle. That's rude.
This is rude, man.
It's going to be enough to hit you because that's like 21.
Okay, in that case, yes. I was going to be all happy about my armor class, and then you made me unhappy.
You take a mighty 1 point of damage from this brave kobold hero. Taking a slash at you. Well, that's rude too.
Can I do that? I can do that on my thing, can't I?
And then it's Facile again.
Just a question about the bloodline spell. So my desiccating hands are it's like I spend a focus point to use it, but I can regain that focus point by refocusing
for 10 minutes or so.
For 10 minutes. It says, but as I don't have to do any specific action to do that. I just like say, so I'm asking you now, has he been refocusing between the dead horse and here, or
does it take us 10 minutes to get from here to there?
Yeah, it was longer than that. It was another couple of hours.
Luca was just like, this is a really short trip. It's like hours.
Yeah.
So yes, you can have refocused in that time.
Okay, cool. Well, that's great because I
like to think we both did that.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey guys, what are you doing? We're
We're focusing.
Yeah, go run along now.
Just going to warn you though that you may well hit Astral.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. From here, yeah.
No collateral damage.
What if I...
Or as we call it in Tears of the Dreamer, collateral damage.
Can I take a... what if I took a couple of steps, get a better line of sight? I guess he's in melee, so...
He's kind of in melee with... Pink, and Green is in melee with him. Sure. So you'd have to move quite far forward to be able to get Pink and maybe green without getting him. I mean, you could move to sort of here, and then you're in with a shot, but that then puts you closer to melee range for the kobolds.
All right, I got this.
I'm gonna do that anyway because I think I can only hit one of them anyway. It's not like multiple targets, is it?
No, burning hands is a fan, so you're desiccating hands is like a
it's a cone, isn't it?
A cone,
in front of me. So if I'm here,
you move to the right place, you could hit them both.
How's this? Do you reckon?
And also stop them from getting into the cave.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, very nice.
So so there is my a cone of desiccation.
Right, a cone of desiccating energy.
Yeah.
So almost like an anti-cone as it sort of sucks the moisture in.
We see the desert get even drier. Yeah.
They're not paying these kobolds enough for guarding the door.
That's right, they're not paying them at all.
Oh, that's fine then.
Well, you don't have to pay them now.
So there's a saving throw for them. It's a reflex save.
Reflex save.
And my DC is 17.
Wow.
Oh.
So that's 11 plus 9 is 20, and 17 plus 9 is 26. So they both make the saving throw. Do they still take half damage, or do they take no damage?
I
think they take no damage.
Oh, really? I've
it's a
always
low
thought it
level
was
spell.
like. Oh, of course.
Yeah, you do 2d6 fire damage, and it just says basic reflex save, nothing about half damage. So I guess I just go, it looks cool.
Yeah, maybe these are the right kobolds for the job. The elite of the elite.
Yeah.
And then it's Pink's turn. And Pink is going to...
Hey.
Hi.
He's got a raccoon on his
head. I'm here too.
He has got a raccoon on him, which is going to deny him the advantage he would normally get from being in combat with a mate.
Thank God for that.
But he is still going to take a pop with the short sword at you. What's your armor class?
19.
That is a hit.
Oh, good grief.
And he does 6 points of damage to you. You're going to feel that in the morning.
What if you were? Okay.
What if he wasn't stout? Just just go, and then
And then he's going to try again. 16 minus 5 is 11 plus 9 is 20. So he hits you again.
Oh my god!
Bye guys, it's been great.
Oh, only 1 point of damage this time.
Oh, good.
But this guy's like the kobold ninja.
So, is there some magic giving them this +9? Have I missed something?
No, that's just what they are to hit.
Oh my goodness me, because they're so nippy and
they're super nippy little wasp names.
Yeah.
These are the toughest kobolds I've ever fought in any game ever.
These aren't run-of-the-mill kobolds. These are like kobold scouts. They are tougher than your average kobold.
Like the special forces of kobolds.
Yeah,
which is kind of adorable when you think about it.
They just like rise out of the sand, like.
We're so good.
You're up.
Let's steal.
I am going to Divine Lance, Mr. Pink.
Ooh. What alignment are you going to use?
Good.
Oh, we're not using alignment, are we really?
Ooh.
I suppose you kind of need to here.
Yeah, I mean, good.
I suppose if you're using the power of the desert god, so go on then. It's a tricky one, and I haven't prepared well enough. Oh, so they have to make a saving throw against.
No. It's a range attack.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I've set that one up right as well. Where are we?
You should just be able to hit ranged attack.
Where are we? I'll just roll it. Plus. Oh. 15.
Right, you miss.
Oh my goodness.
They are nippy wee buggers. So your divine lance goes shooting past and strikes.
I'll move up.
Over here. All right then.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's fine
Yep.
because the map's
Okay.
kind of isometric rather than top
Yeah.
down. So, and you've still got an action, so you could take a hit with your spear.
Yeah, we'll go for that. I'll go for the pink one again.
Pretty pink, isn't it?
Oh,
No joy. Although
No
in fairness,
joy.
I just realised that you wouldn't have actually had that attack because you used the spell. So it's the job it didn't hit.
okay. Cool.
Right, Luca.
Oh boy. Okay, right. I'm gonna try and shoot. I'm not gonna fail because now there are people really close, and if I fail, I might kill Astro. So I don't know if saying to myself, "Don't fail, don't fail," it's gonna make me do well.
On the
or
upside,
make me
they're
do
both
really
quite
bad.
short, but then so are the kobolds.
Yeah, that's true. Astra's just like. "Ping, ping, ping."
What was that? What's going on?
Okay,
What happened?
I will roll.
Whoa, bees.
I believe in you. Ping, I believe in you a little bit less.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's right one. Yeah, okay. And I will roll the damage. Hopefully a bit more than a 2. A 3.
This is a bit more than a
so
2.
That is.
Was that on pink or
yeah,
green?
A little bit more. That was on pink because they're the one that's like right in the face of Astro, and I wanted to just try and annihilate them.
Okay, do you want to try and take another one?
With my bow. I will try and take another one. I imagine this one's not going to go as well because +4 is not that great.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That did not go as well.
No.
Right,
Wow.
do it again. Let's see if you hit one of your mates.
Hey, man.
Yeah, okay. So just the D20 minus plus. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Rolled again.
Yeah.
That's a.
Nope, you're okay. You missed your mates.
I'm so sorry.
Back around to Astral.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, not for me.
Oh, you'd have been a dead man if you'd hit that raccoon.
I think chat would kill you for that.
Yes, they would. I would be angry with them for that.
Okay. What is the kobold looking winded?
Oh yeah, the kobolds are starting to look quite hurt.
Peaky.
Certainly a bit peaky.
Okay. My raccoon. Yeah. Okay, Gracket. Just keep going for the eyes. Okay, like we talked. Okay, like you practiced on the melon. Remember the melon?
Think of the head like a melon.
Yeah, think of the head like a melon. You're going for the juicy center. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm going to disembowel him.
Okay.
In the
also
meantime.
going for the juicy center.
Yeah, man. Tell me that hits.
It does not.
Oh, come on.
Right. You've still got 2 more actions.
I was going to flail wildly at him.
Okay. Flail away.
Flailing. And some more flailing.
Oh, no.
No.
So you flail wildly at him. So between
Yeah.
you flailing wildly and being run around by a raccoon, he is struggling to maintain his concentration and focus.
Good.
Green kobold. I'm paying attention.
We turned them.
Yes. To the
takes a swing at you for 20 points damage. Not for 20 points damage. That would be outrageous.
I'm going to have a lie down now.
You're going to need one in a minute. Yeah.
20 points damage is a beheading.
Yeah, I'm now mulch for the plants.
Take 4 points of damage from green.
Will very soon be mulch for the plants at this rate.
Oh, no.
Yeah, at least you died doing what you loved.
Yeah, man. Killing
almost
kobolds.
being shot at.
Feeding plants.
Being shot at by my friends. Yeah.
Look at the real life example. If you were to take an actual 17-year-old and go, look, be a soldier, be a hero. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Right, he breaks off from combat, disengage rather than like a full run.
He's going to alert his friends.
Yeah, the Clem
So he
is coming
disengages, but Facile is next.
Melt him.
Yeah.
out. Please do, actually. I think I need to.
Oh.
I think I think I'm gonna Ray of Frost him. Yeah. Yeah. So Greeny. Oh. Right, I'll get this right because I keep doing it wrong each time. So spell attack is 4 plus proficiency.
Solid.
Yeah, so actually it's
Is your charisma 18?
We're not picky.
yeah, because you gave me that extra boost. Yeah. So +3. So 1d20 +7, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Wait, no, your proficiency shouldn't be +3. It should only be +2.
2.
So
Because Pathfinder, not D&D.
yeah, but when I'm doing the spell attack roll, yeah.
Roll with it for now. I'll take a look at your character sheets between sessions.
Yeah, I'll just do +5, right? So +4 +1. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
+5. Okay. Cool. It's a miss anyway, isn't it?
It is, I'm afraid.
Balls.
But you make the ground slippery enough, so it's a near miss. So the ground around his feet becomes wet and slippery, and he is going to potentially fall over. He is going to fall over.
Yay.
So he is prone.
That's good then.
So at least there's that. Cobalt Pink is going to take an attack.
Don't do it, man.
So much to
And
live for.
I'm afraid he's hitting you.
When you say you mean me, don't you?
I do mean you,
Astro.
yeah. Sorry,
Astro
Astro.
has so much to live for, I should be saying.
But a further 5 points of damage.
No.
Oh, I'm having a lie down.
Yeah, they're kind of concentrating their fire.
No, I'm
On
genuinely
one
having a lie
person.
down. I am out of hit points.
Oh no.
And then he is going to try a disengage as well
Lunk.
to get to there. And then an attempt to move into here.
What's
Correct.
ironic is I have a spell called Stabilize that works on people who are dying.
I stabilized myself.
Jim, you
Really
muted.
slap yourself. Wake up.
Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. Right, she'll go.
Can I heal my little druid friend next to me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, we'll use 2 actions.
So it's D8 plus 8 healing. I doubt
yeah.
he's going to object.
I'm a bleeding sack of plant food.
No, how dare you give me 8?
Is it plus my ability modifier as well?
Turns out no.
Okay.
I thought it was.
Right, so
No.
I healed myself too much then last time. Mind you, I did it by more than...
Yeah, more than your maximum anyway.
yeah,
So
yeah. Plus... Sorry. 15 hit points.
there you go. Boing.
There was a
Ready to-
tunnel. Light.
And you still have an action.
I'm going to crouch over the little druid and give him some shield cover.
Okay. Do you want to attack or throw your spear at either of the kobolds?
In fact, yeah.
Go for
Yeah,
it,
we'll
man.
move up and attack Mr. Green.
All right then.
Cobalt Green.
Oh, no.
Spear.
Okay, that misses. Unfortunately.
Damn you and your
These guys have got
Cobalt Special
outrageously good
Forces.
armor classes. But fortunately, Luca is here to save the day.
Yeah, this is it.
With his,
Right.
Come on, man.
this is your time. This is your
Believe
moment.
you.
Ah,
Believe in
Roger.
you. Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
One
I'm just
flawless
going to
shot
roll.
right
Okay.
into the pink
Please.
cobalt, and you could
He
save
split.
everyone.
He split his arrow. He
Let's-
split his arrow. Are you
Let's make this
kidding?
shot, kid, and go home. Come on.
Can I just check something? Green was prone, wasn't he?
That's a good point. Green was prone, so actually your hit would have hit him for 5 damage. So Green is out of the picture.
Yes.
Hey, that's what I get
Oof.
for paying attention.
Sorry, he was prone. You're right, which would have
He's-
affected
he's-
his
Well, I
armor.
was aiming for pink, but I was failing to aim for pink. But you know.
But you fire at pink and miss, but you've still got 2 more shots. And you've got hero
Ooh, 2 more
points.
shots.
I forgot about hero points. You
Oh
have
my
got hero
goodness, I
points.
did.
We got hero points. Where did we
So-
get? What happened?
Oh,
You've got a
I
hero. You've got
do.
2 hero points now because we've been playing for long enough.
Oh,
So if you want to use one of your
Um,
hero points to re-roll that, you absolutely could.
I would definitely like to do that because I need to look cool at least once. Just once.
So
Okay.
take a re-roll.
Yep. Oh, please, just please.
Oh god. You have still got
Right.
1 more hero point.
I know. I
Turn your targeting computer off.
Yes.
use the force.
Use
the
the
force, Luke.
force, Luca. Use
Luca.
the
This is where I'm-
force.
This is what I'm thinking because I presume we're gonna go in the cave. I'm gonna be with those guys when we do it.
But that'll be in a
Gwen, so-
different session.
Oh, it will actually.
Spend.
Oh,
Spend
yes.
the point.
A little bit of
Spend it all.
metagaming.
Spend it all.
Spend it all.
Fine. I need all the help I can get. Yes, I will re-roll 1 more time. Come on. Finally, that's got a hit.
Yes.
Right? Me too, yes. Fine.
It does.
Ding, ding.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna
and we
just,
didn't need a million rerolls. So that would-
just gonna roll my damage. Please kill it. Just that would be wonderful.
1,
2.
2.
He's not killing it.
But
It's
bet you'd have
certainly
seen-
injured. It's not quite dead.
What? Oh.
Astral
It-
might be able to do something about it.
So-
The last chance, Astral.
Oh, they're slippery bastards, though.
Like getting up, like.
There was a light, and there was like a dwarf, and now there's like a Cobalt whose day I really want to ruin. Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to do that. And then I'd like to ray of frost this delightful chap.
Go on then.
Oh, hero point.
Hero
I don't care
point.
anymore.
You saw Luca just going dung dung dung.
Did you just roll the same thing again?
I just pushed the same button again. Yeah.
wow.
Go on, use the other hero point. You
Well, I
might
have
as
one
well.
more. So
Come
what the
on.
hell?
Yay!
Hwah!
Just in time.
Now I get the natty 20.
And you
Bards will write
strike him
such.
right where the arrow had already hit him, freezing
He,
the
like-
injury, crushing his spine and causing him to fall down right there in the mouth of the cave.
Yeah,
And
man.
He leans down and went, my shit. Oh no.
you got him. And he
Whoa.
is down. So there we go. You've made it to the mesa. You have encountered a skeletal horse
Yeah, man.
and 2 kobold guards. And I realized why it was such a hard fight, because I built it for 6 players, not for 4.
Well, go us. Whoa.
So well done. You made that would just mean that you level up quicker.
Whoop, whoop.
So a glorious victory. You find yourself at the mouth of the cave, ready to
Oh
find
my
out
goodness.
what lies within in the next session. So we shall leave it there. Thank you very much, players, for getting stuck in. That was some wonderful role playing. I particularly enjoyed your bit with ancient Casimir. That was fantastic. There were some incredibly unlucky rolls tonight.
Oh God!
Just so many bad rolls.
Born that
Congratulations
one, I'm
to
pretty
Please
sure.
Forever 1974, who is
Yeah,
the
what am I?
winner of our GM screen for Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Hey.
I think it's probably long overdue, given that Please Forever 1974 has pretty much entered every single competition I think we've ever run.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well done. It did come to
Good.
you in the end. And, you know, the
Okay.
parting shot, he just said, "Come on, Luca, I believe in you."
Yeah.
And good night. Boom, they've just done a mic drop.
Oh,
So that's a mic drop from us as well. Thank you very much for joining
wicked.
us tonight.
Yes. Thank you.
Tomorrow on
Awesome.
Garblag Games, we've got our special Exalted Veils one shot for the Exalted Veils Kickstarter, which is very exciting. We'll be giving away 5 upgrade codes for Kickstarter followers. So if you've done the basic level of Kickstarter, we can upgrade you to the next one, and so on for a couple of the other levels. We've got 5 of those ready to go. Thursday, it's some more of that cyberpunky goodness with Carbon 2185, where me and the gang get to run around San Francisco in 2185 and chop people up. Humanely.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly.
Obviously. Caringly.
But yeah, so stick with us. Thank you very much for joining us. We had quite a few people come along tonight. Thank you very much, guys, for coming along. And
Thank you.
peace
Thank
out,
you.
one and all.
Thank you.
See you
Cheers.
later. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very
Cheers,
much.
guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Stuff.